So I'm so excited for our 4 weeks to a new hire program that's coming up soon. And the reason I actually decided to hold it is because I have seen many holistic practitioners get to that point in their practice where they're really successful seeing patients, but then they end up hitting a plateau of growth because either they are scared of hiring people to help them because they don't want to be managing people, or they have hired before and it hasn't worked out, or they might have hired well, but now they are in a place where they need a replacement or a different level of a kind of a person. And so that's why I decided to create this, because there's nothing like it out there that can really support practitioners with this in this way, especially with my over 20 years of recruiting experience. And also having helped our clients go from either having their own practices, a solo practice, and then having their first admin or associate work well for them, to even growing practices that are multi-practitioner practices and even multiple locations, and having those practices run without them like a well-oiled machine. And so imagine having a practice where you can leave and then it's like, oh, money is coming in the door. And so without you feeling that dip in income. And so even if you're looking for your first admin right now, what can happen is you could be in that trajectory, because once you hire a first admin, then it can start to take things off your plate and you could do things that are more valuable for the practice, like see more patients and bring in more revenue for the practice and help more people. If you are at the place of hiring associates, that's really exciting because it can actually allow your practice to help more people without it always being you seeing the patients. And if something unexpected were to happen, then you can still feel good in that people are still being helped, patients are still being helped, and money still coming in the door. Or if you choose to take time off on vacation, that happens too. So I'm super excited to help you in 4 weeks to new hire, that program, which is really helping you in 3 key steps. So number 1 is to help you with finding the right hire, and so attracting and finding the right hire. So most people just do job boards and then are sometimes disappointed by the pool of candidates. And even if you do use job boards, what are better options instead of just posting on sites like Indeed and then getting this like candidate pool, but there's a lot to filter through, right? So helping you with finding the right hire. And then also second step is in screening. So then how do you suss them out? How do you evaluate them? And do you have a good process for it to screen them out effectively and suss them out so that you have a right fit? Because the difference between someone who is a right fit versus not can be the difference between heartache versus feeling really good about who you have. And so really helping you with that and what is a good screening process. And I will tell you, it's not just about interview questions or reference check questions. It's multi-dimensional. And so what could that be for you? And so really helping you with that and putting structures in place for that. And then the third step is onboarding. So even if you have the right hire, but then if they're not set up for success, they could still end up not working out very well, or they can get really frustrated in their position, or you might get really frustrated. So do you have a 90-day onboarding plan in place that supports your new hire well? And then that way they have a lot of synergy with your team. You enjoy working with them, and they're also doing things up to your standards so that you can walk away and feel like everything's taken care of while money is coming in too. So really helping you with those three steps. And then anything we have done for you, frameworks for and templates for, that can help with shortcutting the process to half your hiring time, I'll give it to you, to half your hiring time. So it's going to be is there will be 4 live sessions where I'm going to be helping you step by step through this. And you will also have a bonus Q&A call on onboarding to set you up for success there, and on automation too. Because while you are growing your team, it's helpful to have certain things in an automated way, like how are you going to communicate in different ways, or documentation and things like that. What's the best way to do that without having to, for example, always be printing out new SOPs, standard operating procedures. And so helping you with that. you'll enjoy getting feedback about your specific situation to really optimize growth of your team. And then it's also going to be wonderful because, many times these kinds of things, it's hard to just talk to your spouse about. These kinds of things are hard to just talk to your spouse or friends about because they don't really understand your business from this kind of perspective. And so it's really helpful to be around other holistic health practitioners who are on this trajectory as well, because you're going to hear of best practices of theirs and what's working about certain things, and be able to apply that and pull your practice forward much faster than going at it alone as well. So I am super excited for you, and it's coming up soon. So go ahead and register now, and you can click on the link and register now. And I can't wait to help you.